Hello guys, welcome to Name Tech channel. My name is Nehemiah, and guys, I'm very much happy to have you on board. So today we are going to learn about Python list. But guys, before we get there, if it's your first time to get into this channel, please take a second or two, click the subscribe button to support me. And to the returning subscribers, I really appreciate you very much. But you can as well like the video so that YouTube may recommend this video to more viewers. So now back to the topic. Today we are going to learn about the Python list, as I told you earlier. And guys, we are going to use PyCharm as our integrated development environment for Python as usual. And let me just open it. I'm using PyCharm. And guys, before anything, allow me just to give you a preview of what Python list is all about. Now, lists in any programming languages, they are used to store multiple items in a single variable. And guys, remember that lists are one of the 4 built-in data types in Python, used to store a collection of data. But remember, we have the other 3, which are tuples, sets, and dictionaries, all with different qualities and usages. And then guys, the Python list uses square brackets, and I want to show you an example here of a Python list. And guys, let me zoom in first of all. And guys, I want to do it. I want to write here a variable. I remember that variables are used to create data values. So in this case, I want to create a fruits. Fruits is our variable. Then I'm going to assign it to this list. Remember I said that we use the angle brackets. Actually we use the square brackets to define that this is a list. And then guys, remember that you can use any data types, but in this case let me use a string. So for fruits, I'm going to say, for example, banana. So this is the first fruit, and then the second one, let me say something like cherry. And then the third one, let me say something like apple. You can give it any. And then the other one, let me say something like a banana. So basically these are list actually. So it is defined with the square bracket. Now I want us to write here the function that is going to execute these codes in our terminal, which is the print function. Now when you write print function, then inside these 2 parentheses, these brackets, you're going to write fruits. So when you write fruits, it's going to display what? It's going to display this list here. Remember I told you that variables are used to store data values. So this variable, for instance, it's used to store what? These items here, these fruits. So guys, let me show you how to run these items in our terminals. But I guess if you have been following me from the beginning, you now understand. But let me show you, guys. You go to the run button, the run tab here. You click on the run tab, then you click on the run here, and then guys, you're going to select, if you have several files in Python, then it's going to display all of them here. But then for me, I'm going to use this main, because main is the main.py is the file that I'm currently using. You can give it any name. Perhaps yours is any name that you gave it. And then guys, what you do, click on it, and then allow it to open here the terminal. And then guys, you can see that you have what? You have your list here at the bottom. But then guys, I want to show you a shortcut how to run these stuffs here in our terminal. So the shortcut, guys, as you go to the run button here, you can see the run here, run. And then here at the end, at the right hand side, you see the shortcut, which is shift plus F10. And guys, when we say that that lists are ordered, it means that the items have a defined order, and that order will not change. You get it? Now if you add new items to a list, the new items will be placed at the end of the list. But note that guys, there are some list methods that will not will change the order. There are some of the list methods that will change the order, but in general the order of items will not change. And then guys, we say that it is changeable. So when we talk about its changeability, or its ability to change, So we mean that it can be changed. You can add, or remove items in a list after it has been created. And then again we say that it allows duplicate. Since lists are indexed, lists can have items with the same value. And then I want to write here an example so that guys may understand very well. So I want to write a duplicate here. For example, banana. Let me say banana again. Banana. So basically I'm going to I've just duplicated the banana type of fruit. Then perhaps let me say apple, and then guys now to run it. So now here I'm going to click on the shift plus F10. You remember the shortcut shift plus F10. And then guys you can see here the terminal. You can see that you have banana, also apple, and then apple. So guys you can see that it can also do it. It can also be duplicated. And then guys now to determine the length of the list, we are going to use the len method. Actually len function, len function, len function. So in this case, so for example, let me write here the function, the len function. Then I remember that fruit is our method, so I'm going to cut all of them, actually object. So let me cut here, and then I place it inside this parenthesis, and then I guess do what? Let me run shift plus F10, and then you can see the length of the the list there is 6 items. So basically guys, this is how you can do it. This is how you can define what you can tell the length of strings. So now let's talk about a list item specifically on data types. So remember that I've been using these are strings, but remember guys, you can as well use the the integer, booleans, and so forth. So in this case, let me try also with an integer like 1, actually 1, comma 2, comma 3 to infinity. And then guys, let me click on shift plus what 10 to run, and then to the terminal you can see that actually, sorry guys, here it should be I want to, so it gave me the length of the string, but I want to write here the fruit. Actually I want to write what I want to write actually fruits, fruits. So shift plus F10, and then I guess you can see it is 1, 2, 3. So basically it can give the output for integers, also for booleans. So let me say for example true. I remember that a true is a preserved keyword in Python. So basically true is a boolean. So when you write true, remember that it's a preserved keyword. Then we also have the false. So when you click shift plus F10, and then I guess to the terminal you can see that it allows also the boolean. So basically the list items can be of any data type, and then a list can contain even different data types combined. Like you can have this boolean, then let me add also the integer, and then let me combine also with the string. Let me say Nehemiah, or let me use my brand name tech. By the way, if you want to search this a channel on YouTube, you search nametech_ke, or you can as well search for my website. My website is www.nametech.com. nametech.com actually is my domain. And then to run it, then I click on shift plus what plus F10, and then I guess you can see here the terminal you have the boolean, the integer, and also the strings. So basically guys, this is how you can do it. This is how you can actually basically the list can contain also the the several or multiple data types. So you can as well define what if you want to identify the type used here, if it's a list or whichever value it is, then you are going to do what you're going to use the type here. So you're going to write what type what you are going to basically the type function can also be used to from Python perspective. Lists are defined as object with a data type list. So let me say here, let me say type, then into brackets, and then let me say, for example, this is fruits. So basically I'm going to see the type there, which is list. So basically guys, this is how you can do it. You can identify the data type there. And then guys, let's a bit talk about the list constructors. So basically, not necessarily use what this square bracket. You can as well use the list constructor. And guys, we are going to try that one. Let me say, first of all, let me clear everything so that you may perhaps understand. For example, let me say, let me again say fruits. Then this is a variable name. Then let me assign it to. Then guys, I see that we can use the list constructor. So let me say list, and then you create what, 2 brackets, and then inside the the parentheses, the brackets. Then perhaps let me say banana. Again, let me say something like apple. Actually, it should be in a quotation mark. Let me say apple. Then let me also say what? Let me say something like oranges. And then guys, now to run it. Remember the function to run. It is print. Then inside it, guys, I'm going to write what the variable name, which is fruits. And then guys, to run it, you're going to use what, shift plus F10. And then guys, you can see that it is still displays what, the list. So basically guys, this is how you can do it. You can use a list constructor to obtain what, to create a new list. And then guys, in a nutshell, let me try to talk about the Python collection, the arrays actually. So there are 4 collection data types in the Python programming, and the one that we just discussed is the list. So list is a collection which is ordered and changeable and allow duplicates, guys, as you've seen. But we also have tuple, which we shall discuss later in our next video. But the tuple is a collection which is ordered and unchangeable, allow duplicate members. And then also we shall discuss about the set. So set is a collection which is unordered and unchangeable and indexed. So no duplicate members here. It cannot allow for you to duplicate members. We shall discuss later. And then I guess we also have the last one, which is a dictionary. So basically dictionary is a collection which is ordered and changeable, but does not allow duplicate members. And so guys, basically this is what I wanted to show you, and guys, I guess you've gained something. So please consider subscribing, like, and also share to your friends. And guys, I really appreciate you for your time. Until next time, goodbye.